A lot of people underestimate the power of spending quiet time with yourself. I, for the longest time, had no idea who I was underneath all the noise, routines, distractions, expectations. In this video, I am going to be explaining different forms of journaling that I personally used, and they genuinely changed my life. Journaling is not for everyone, so if it's not your vibe, then that's okay. So, my name's Kirsten, and my channel is about how to build a life that lights you up when history and circumstances around you all suggest that that is absolutely impossible. That you're a fool for thinking you can achieve a different life, a more fulfilling life, a life that's in great personal alignment with you. When there is no evidence that you can achieve what you want to achieve, you have to become the proof. And this is an incredibly solo journey because nobody is motivating you to do this except for your inner self that you have to tap into and build a relationship with. In fact, most influences are gonna push you away from this sort of life, an intentional life, because there's no security in it, there's no stability. That's not what we do here. But by taking the time, spending time with yourself, you begin to build a healthy foundation within yourself, an understanding of your unique gifts, interests, and directions that you're curious about, that you want to explore. Okay. So there are 3 forms of journaling that I'm going to talk about, and I used all of them back when I first woke up from autopilot, okay? And before I get into it, I just want to say that before you start implementing positive change like this, you really got to remove what no longer serves you. You have to create space to implement positive things into your life. If you keep whatever is holding you back or distracting you in your life, there's not going to be any room for growing, tapping into this deeper, greater version of yourself. There's just not enough room. So you got to create the space first. So this video is about you've removed stuff, and it's okay if not everything is removed yet, but you've begun the process of starting to create some space in your life. So, 3 forms of journaling. The first one, which is very beginner friendly, is called the mind dump. So this is when you just literally, it doesn't matter what time of day you do any of this stuff, or how long you spend on any of this stuff. But the mind dump is when you just get a piece of paper and a pen, or I don't know, maybe you're into digital and you want to type it in your phone. That's fine, in my opinion. And you just start regurgitating whatever. And you need to stay mindful that what you are regurgitating, what you are putting out, no one is ever going to read. So it doesn't need to be grammatically correct or in a beautiful format. It doesn't need to be great storytelling. Nobody is going to read it, not even you. You can literally burn it when you're done. You can throw it in the trash. It's just healthy to acknowledge yourself. So essentially, You're acknowledging your day. What happened to me today? This happened. Hold on, let me get this hand. There we go, that's my writing. This happened to me today. I woke up a little later than usual, or I woke up earlier than usual. That was cool. And I wasn't tired. That was cool. Got some really good sleep last night. Man, I got this assignment I got at work today. That was unusual. It's not the norm. Really challenged me. Or so-and-so said whatever to me today, and it made me feel blah, blah, blah. Because you experience so many feelings and emotions each day, and then you just immediately like forget it or suppress. It's like a form of suppression. You don't do it intentionally. We're just so dadgum busy and distracted. So yeah, you have emotions that it's healthy to acknowledge. Hey, it made me feel this. And then you're just like, okay, and then you move on. Or I felt interest towards this today. Or I really didn't like what so-and-so was wearing today. Like, it does not matter. Okay. The next one, version 2, is more intentional journaling. This is when you have journal prompts. So it's like, it'll give you specific questions, and I think those are fun to answer. So you can honestly like ask, these days, back in the day, you go on Pinterest and get some journal prompts. Because when I did this, it was 9 years ago. That's when I first like woke up. But so back in the day, you go to Pinterest. You could still go to Pinterest, but why would you do that when you have ChatGPT? So ask ChatGPT, hey, I'm trying to do some journaling. Can you give me like 2 prompts, 3 prompts, 5 prompts? And you can have ChatGPT tailor it. Like if you're a morning journaler, you can say, hey, I'm doing my journaling in the morning. And I imagine it can tailor it to something that's more like forward thinking versus PM journaling, maybe more reflective. Okay? And you can keep these and you can read them if you want to. Nobody else needs to read these, okay? This is for you, your growth, your healthy foundation. We're gonna go in the woods now. Well, the trail. Oh, forgot my tripod. Ready to see if I can get this cool thumbnail? Oh. Tree is a little hollow. Oh. Will she regret this? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. This is good enough. You just had to come out in this ridiculous branch. Okay, wow, that was terrifying. Okay. Here, we'll do one more angle. All these boats. Making me want to go home and put my swimsuit on, folks. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's Memorial Day weekend, by the way. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days. That was fun. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my car because I'm like totally feeling like I want to put on a bathing suit and get in that freaking water. I don't have a bathing suit here, but I only live 20 minutes away. I haven't mentioned it in any of these videos yet, but by the way, why I'm so freaking empowered to start sharing is because I used to live in Dallas, Texas for 34 years. Dallas. But I'm over it. I was ready for change and I've been feeling really called to the beach. I mean, I've wanted to move to the beach since I was like 18. I am 39 in June 2026. So basically I finally manifested this dream of I live on the beach. I moved here last October. And that's like mind-blowing to me. And it's a result of the life I've been living. Being intentional with my time, removing distractions, being laser focused on the life I'm building for myself. It is such a change from how I used to be. I mean, I didn't even become wake up at all to the option of being intentional with my life until I was 31. I think I was just really lost and I was escaping a lot. But yeah, can't beat yourself up about the past, you know? All right, back to journaling. So the third version of journaling, which is my favorite, speaking of manifestation, is you are writing as if you are the person who has already achieved your dreams. It's so fun. Now, emphasis on version 2, where you're answering the prompts. That's where you can really, so version 1, you're like acknowledging yourself, okay? Version 2 is where you're like digging deep into like, who am I? What do I want? Da da da. Version 3, you are speaking as if you are that person. Literally to the millimeter second of detail. Like, I wake up in a this colored room and I put my feet down on this colored rug and I walk to my restroom that is over there, or my this type of coffee pot, da da da. Like super specific in detail. You are hella manifesting the life of your dreams. It's kind of like the same idea of like, shoot for the moon and you'll hit the stars or whatever it is. Like, you can't have a bad outcome from this. You are only tapping into the best version of yourself. Is this a dead end? No, it's not. And it will only lead to incredible results, bruh. And, you know, you can journal all throughout your day. You know, I mean, Let me be clear. Your journal entry can be throughout your day. Like, you can talk about when you leave your house. What do you do? What do you do next? Where do you go? What are you doing with your life now? What are you doing with your life now? In that version of you that you feel called to be. Something in you is calling you to be that. So what would that look like? What are the kind of people you would talk to? What are the kind of things you would spend your time doing? Would you have pets? Would you have a family? Maybe we're not there yet in the timeline. Okay. And I get it. Maybe you can't journal a 24-hour day in one journal entry. I get that. So maybe you break it up. Maybe you spend a day on waking up and that whole thing, and then the next day you journal on the AM shift of your day. I don't like the word shift. Erase, we're erasing that word. Gross. And then the next day, you journal on the afternoon. Journal on the weekend. Journal about special events you foresee participating in, or random other details, such as, for me, for example, I want to own horses someday, which is like, in addition to the career I aspire for and the lifestyle I aspire for, I also want horses. Which is like crazy, like nobody in my family in a bajillion generations has had horses. Like, it's like, okay, Kirsten, sure, where are you gonna get that kind of money? Where are you gonna get the land to host some horses? Watch me. You know what? I think I want a donkey too. Huh? I also want dogs. I had 2 big dogs, but they passed away when I was 31. And I've been so dadgum owned by my career in my 30s that I don't have time. I'm solo, and I don't have time to be a dog parent. I frickin' wish. It is my like literally the millisecond I get more freedom where I can be an appropriate dog parent, that is the first thing I'm gonna do. Is get a fur baby, and I'm gonna need to get it a friend. So yeah. Y'all let me know what you come up with in your journaling. I'm excited to hear about it. Thank you for spending time with me. I filmed 4 videos today. Frick yeah. It's my first YouTube filming day on this channel. None of them are posted right now, so who knows when you're gonna see this one, but this is number 4. I am so honored that you spent your time with me, and I hope you got something useful out of it. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye-bye.